Good evening, my YouTuberians. I don't know how that works out. 1 minute. I'm gonna go shut the door. Wait 1 minute. Stay right there. I don't want any ambient noise, you know? Hear that? Pour some sugar. Loosen up. You gotta squeeze a little, tease a little, please a little more. Easy operator coming knocking on my door. Sometime, anytime, sugar me sweet. Little bits of innocent sugar me, yo. Okay. So, today I'm going to tell you the secret origin of the Mafia and of Las Vegas. So here we go. I had this poker game, and we lose players sometimes, like Prometheus got nailed to a wall. Already left to go start his round table. Ridiculous. Billy got pissed off at me because I hadn't put men dressed as women in his plays. Things like that. So I had to get a couple new players, and I got this guy named Bugsy, another guy named Al. They joined our poker game. And we were sitting there, and Al was just bitching at me. He goes, hey, Soupy, those rules you invented? You invented rules? That was stupid. And I said, what do you mean it's stupid? Some people just don't know how to behave. We need rules to teach them. And he said, yeah, but you know what, Soupy? The people making rules have made rules against some of the other things you created. I said, what? What are you talking about? And he said, prostitution is illegal now. And I said, whoa. And he said, marijuana is illegal now. I'm like, whoa, this is getting worse and worse. And then Bugsy goes, you know what? Gambling's illegal now, too. Just playing this poker game right now, we're breaking the law. We're breaking the rules. And you created rules, man. You're getting us in trouble. Like, yeah, you know what? I did get myself thrown in cages a few times. Yeah, you created cages too, said Al. He was pissed off about that too. I said, well, I don't know what to do, but what I think we got to do is find a way to get around these rules because rules only apply to people who don't know how to behave. And clearly, all of us at this table know how to behave. So, Bugsy, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go into the middle of the desert, okay? We're going to go, wander around until you find some sort of exotic animal, like a pink flamingo, for example. And then you'll know where to start. And then you're going to build a giant hut. Or an igloo. Well, that won't work in the desert. Like a teepee. Or just a giant building with rooms that people can sleep in. And in that building, we're going to allow people to gamble. We're going to make a rule just for that area. We're going to have a local rule just for that desert and say people can gamble in that desert. And we'll call it Las Vegas, which means quite literally, it means the place that Soupy created for people to gamble and had Bugsy go in and get it going. What do you think? Bugsy said, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. We could have all sorts of different kind of gambling there. I said, yeah, we can do dice. We can do poker. And then we can invent a whole bunch of more games to put there and let people gamble on it. And you know what we'll do? We'll take a rake. We'll take a little of the money and we'll set the odds on some of these games so that we always win. And they'll be gambling against us. They'll be gambling against us. The starters, the creators will cost the house. They'll be gambling against the house. And we'll take a rake and we're going to get fucking rich. We're going to make a lot of money. And Bugsy said, that is a friggin' great idea. And Al said, yeah, it's not a bad idea. And I want to cut of that too, or I'm going to bash your head in with a baseball bat. And I said, okay, Al, settle down. Settle down. You can have a little piece of that too. And Al said, but yeah, but what about all the other things? Like, what about the drugs, the marijuana and the other drugs? I said, what do you mean other drugs? He said, oh yeah, some dude out on the East Coast, in Florida, he created all sorts of other shit that was kind of like marijuana, but different. Some of that stuff is not so good for you. Like, marijuana is really good for you. Some of the other stuff is not so good for you. But he created it, and he's making tons of money on it, and it's all against the rules. So I think we got to figure out a way to deal with that. And the prostitution. Don't forget the prostitution. And there are other things we can do, too, like threatening people. We can threaten people with a baseball bat. My baseball bat. I love my baseball bat. I said, okay, dude, this is what we're going to do. Let's think what city has a lot of people and has cops that we can pay off easily because they're greedy and they have very low morals and ethics. And we can pay them off easy, and it'll be a good place for you to go and start a network of people who will then bring these kind of things to those who want them and kind of skirt the rules. I know, Chicago. Okay, Al, you go to Chicago. You start. We get a bunch of people together. It'll be like almost a mob of people. And you start bring the prostitution, bring the marijuana. I don't know about these other drugs. I might have to look into that first, And I don't know about threatening people. That doesn't sound very nice. I might have to poke you in the eye with a hot poker. Yeah, that's what I do when people are nice to each other sometimes. I got out of that a little bit, but, I don't know. Let's start with the prostitution and the marijuana. And maybe we can have some little mini gambling rooms there, too, for people who don't want to travel to the desert or people who don't like the heat or, stuff like that. I think it'll work out. And I heard that they're going to make a rule against alcohol soon, too, but they're only going to do it for a few years. So we'll have to take the opportunity when it comes. As soon as they make a rule against alcohol, we better clean up on that real quick because they're going to get rid of that rule on alcohol. Our Father Time told me about it all. So get ready. Bugsy, I'm going to lose another poker player. 2 of them, in fact. It's okay, I'll find more. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to keep my game here. But don't let anyone know because I'm breaking the rules. And that's cool because I'm Soupy Powers and I can do whatever I want. Okay, Bugsy, off you go. Al, go. Hey, dummy, he said. It's all your fault. I said, dude, don't call me dummy. I will invent you right out of existence. And Al said, bash your head in with a baseball bat. I said, that baseball bat is meant for a national pastime called baseball that I'm about to invent. It's not for bashing people's heads in. And you're lucky I'm giving you the prostitution market and the marijuana market and the other markets might come later. I don't want you threatening people, though, with that baseball bat. You shouldn't be just threatening people for money. You got to earn it, You got to bring them something like a woman. Prostitution or marijuana, bring them like a nice buzz. Or bring them the ability to lose their money, gambling. You see, you got to bring them something. You can't just say, I'm going to bash your head if you don't give me your money. It's not fair. They haven't, it's just not right, man. And don't call me dummy again. I will swear I will invent you right out of existence. And Al said, oh, you're swimming on thin ice. So you can't swim on thin ice. I said, you skate on thin ice. You swim in water. You don't swim in ice. Al, you just make yourself look bad. Get out of here and go start your mob. And he said, okay, Soupy, we're all good here. We're all good here. And he just took off. And I just realized how stupid I was because it was the middle of the poker game. And I sent him off. I should have waited to the end of the poker game and then sent him off. Poker game dead. Oops. And that's how Las Vegas was created. By Bugsy Siegel, by me. And, proxy through Bugsy Siegel's proxy. And Mr. Capone, Al Capone, who started the mob out in Chicago. We call it the mob. And I don't know, some Italian guy started calling it the Mafia, which I guess is literally translated into a group of people, sometimes called the mob, who bring illegal stuff to the masses. That's what Mafia is translated. Just like Las Vegas is Las Vegas, which is what I already said it was, and I forgot totally by now. So you can rewind this and go find out to figure out what Vegas means. And then go out there, spend some money, ends up in my pocket, and you might as well do some dry cleaning and laundromat while you're there too, because I get that money too. So buy some clothes. You do all that stuff. I get residuals on all that. Thank you for listening to another exciting episode of Soupy Powers Creates Everything. See you guys later. Bye.